Greetings, Earthlings. You are just in time. I've been going through my collection of Lacuna Coil merchandise, and you get to help me revisit memory lane, as it were. First off, let me show you the medical box that I have used to house most of these things. It's kind of heavy. It's kind of heavy and it's kind of gigantic. Gargantuan, even. It's made of metal. It's a medical box that you can use to store your goodies. I like the sound my fingers make sticking to the metal. So this was something you could order as a special exclusive like bundle package of their Dark Adrenaline album back in 2012. Wow, that was loud. And so I've already removed all the items that I had stored in there, and I'm just going to reach for them sort of randomly and we'll look through them together. This is one of the ink vials that came inside the box. It's got a refill cartridge of the for the pen that you can use. There was a pewter syringe pen that came in the box, and so this is a refill. It's got the cool adrenaline molecule, and then the Lacuna Coil logo and the Dark Adrenaline design. This is the pen that you can write with. You can actually write with. In fact, here's the pad. These first several pages have the lyrics to all of the songs from the album. And they've been autographed by the band. Let me see if I can find a blank one and I'll write. Well, I can't find it. If it turns up, I'll write you a sweet message. We'll just set the pen down for now. Take a sip of my beverage. Beverage du jour, as it were. Unfortunately, I have to confess, this is not Italian red wine. It's French. Still tasty though. This is one of my favorite items that I found just sort of randomly on eBay. It's a mini disc that was used to promote the Aliens vs. Predator movie, and it featured songs from bands like Lacuna Coil. Their song Swamped was actually on the soundtrack. you could explore what was going to be on the game. I think it was also a game, www.godforbid.com. And there was an advertisement saying, "See the band at Ozfest 2004. Ozfest 2004, which I believe was a huge break for the band, at least onto the US scene. They really had a great time from what I've heard them say in interviews, and felt really welcomed and just reached a huge audience there. So that was a big standout moment for them. You might notice the ring that I have. It's a silver, heavy, so I can't even talk. The wine's going to my head already. It's a solid silver ring with a cute little demon face. This was designed by one of the vocalists of the band, Christina Scabia, and in partnership with Seventh Circle Artworks. Seventh Circle Artworks. They designed this ring together. It's called the I'm No Saint ring, which I believe was inspired by one of their songs, in which they sing, "I'm no saint, but I cannot relate," or something like that. I forget exactly how the lyrics go, but it was from the Dark Adrenaline album. I think it's called Against You. I named it Rex, which I think is Latin for king, but also I just really love the name. And I've been a fan of the dinosaur T-Rex for a long time. Love T-Rex. Which Tyrannosaurus Rex should stand for Tyrant Lizard King, I believe. Check me if I'm wrong. Here is a vinyl single called Naughty Christmas. And on the back you see it was autographed by the members of the band. Ringing bells, so Christmas time. You can't sleep at night. Yep, something like that. I haven't listened in a while, but it was a really cool single they released for Christmas. Definitely not a typical traditional Christmas song, you might say. It's about Krampus coming to get all the children. This is another vinyl single, actually. It came as part of a magazine, a German magazine, and it's a single for The House of Shame, which was the lead single from their album Delirium, the most recent one they made. The magazine is called Sonic Seducer, and it includes a remix, which was remixed by Maki, a member of the band. Hey Maki. Here is a poster from the Dark Adrenaline album. And then I have a picture that's actually in a neat little frame. I found it in the Goodwill shop. It's of Christina, female vocalist from Lacuna Coil. There's a male vocalist named Andrea. She's looking really cute here with her hair as a mustache, like her hair pulled across her face. This picture was taken by Jeremy Saffer, great photographer of all things dark, gothic, heavy metal. Let's see, what is this? This piece of paper. Autographed by the band. It's on notebook paper. This was a poem I had written for them, and I believe I gave them all like the finished, polished hard copies I had printed out, but it's called Mental Ward Diary. It goes, trapped in the artificial cave, your life is a wreck. You want to break free. Their curious faces haunt you nonstop. The walls of the sanatorium are thick, but your heart is lighter than a feather. And it goes on and on. I won't read it all. That was in 2016 I wrote that. Nice. A love note, if you will. Here I have a bracelet, a little rubber bracelet that I got from one of their shows. I've seen them many times. It says, Lacuna Coil Dark Adrenaline Tour 2013. There we go. It's got their logo. It's just a little rubber bracelet. I can put it on now. It's tight. There we go. Rock on. Let's see, this is another little bracelet. It says, I took the dark adrenaline, Lacuna Coil, at Vintage Vinyl on January 24th of 2012. So story time. Back in 2012 was when I first saw the band, like live ever. I had known of them previously. A friend of mine, actually one of the first persons I ever went on a date with, to be honest, had sent me one of their songs. The music video, I believe, to Swamped. And when I watched it, I was blown away. Thought, this is amazing. I love it. But then, I don't know what happened, but college life took over. I never went and got one of their albums until a little bit later. I might have gone and gotten Comalize not too long after that, but still, it was mostly Swamped that I loved, and I wouldn't really think about them again until 2012, and so it was like 2004 when my friend had sent me that song. So in between then and 2012, I was just, I don't know, it's sort of like the Bermuda Triangle of my mind. Like musically, I was interested in all sorts of different things, but I wouldn't come back to Lacuna Coil until 2012, and that was when the Dark Adrenaline album was being promoted. That single, Trip the Darkness, came out. I saw the video and was just blown away again. And then, thanks to social media, I had made a lot of friends who were also excited about the album, and together we sort of like rose in our hype. And when I got the opportunity to go see them with a friend of mine, we did that. We took that drive up to New Jersey, actually, stayed with her family, and got to meet the band at Vintage Vinyl, a record shop, a little local record shop there in New Jersey, and it was great. It was like meeting your heroes in a way. These people who were creating wonderful music that I loved. And so I just remember being really nervous. Took pictures with some of them. It was just really great. They did an acoustic performance of like 4 songs from their catalog, including from Dark Adrenaline, the one that had like just come out. You had to pre-order the album through the record shop in order to get a pass to the event. And it was packed. There were tons of people in there. And then just like 2 days later, we caught the band at a live, like big show at a theater, the Rams Head Live in Maryland. And that was great. They were super awesome. We were like front row, lights flashing, sound was huge and loud. It like melted our faces off, and the band just really does a great show. You can tell that they're very passionate about their music, and they played all our favorites. And so that was that, and I've been a fan ever since. So that's my Lacuna Coil story. I've been very lucky. They even came to my hometown a few years ago. So literally I just had to drive downtown like 10 minutes, park my car, walk to the venue, and catch the show. It's been, in previous instances, more of a case of driving like an hour or 2 hours or more. I did this one crazy road trip, spring break, and I wasn't even a student. I was teaching, but it was a spring break time, and I was like, I gotta get out of this town. And so I drove like 14 hours or something crazy to Louisiana and saw a show at this little, like, just small venue, and it was packed, and it was awesome. And I made a new friend named Robert. We were chatting out in the parking lot before the show. I was sharing my like gas station liquor. I had bought like a little bottle of, what was it, like brandy or something, and we were like passing it back and forth. It was in a little paper bag, sharing stories. So that was great. Hey Robert, how you doing? This is kind of random. It's a CD. I have the string quartet tribute to Lacuna Coil. So the string quartet took Lacuna Coil's songs and reworked them in a classical, like, string ensemble sort of way. Haven't listened to that one in a minute. This video to be like super long, so I'm gonna try to go fast. This is an autographed print. The artwork was done by Maki, aka Marco Coti Zelati. And it was from the Dark Adrenaline album. The artwork was inspired by it. It's autographed by the band in like this bronze marker that I had brought. Very cool. Actually, that's a nice sound. Warp and weft. Surprise, surprise, it's the single to Swamped CD single. Okay. I have here a digital download card for Broken Crown Halo, one of their later albums. They were selling these at the live events, and if you got one, you could then download the album right before it was released physically. or like the same day. Hold on, I think there's something in my eye. That's better. I have a magazine, Terrorizer magazine, printed in the UK, that features Lacuna Coil interview inside. Let's do that again. Okay. This is a little patch that you can sew onto clothing. It features the Broken Crown Halo symbol. Which is just really cool. I love that symbol. It's like felt almost. I think it's felt. That's nice. Oh gosh, it's stuck. It's a CD single to I Forgive, but I Won't Forget Your Name from Broken Crown Halo. Here's a ticket stub to a show that I attended by Ticketfly. This was at the Roxy Theater. No, wow, I did not go there. Sorry, I lied. This, my friend Dan had sent to me from California. He went to the Roxy Theater and saw them. I had asked him to go see if he could meet them at the show. Or, no, see if he could go to the meet and greet they were doing and get their album autographed for me. I think that's what I did. Something shady like that. I was super obsessed at the time, enough to ask him to do that. These days I've chilled out a little bit. Oh wow, here we have a laminated poem that I had written for the band also, and they had signed it. It's called Hunting. I don't really want to read that one. I'm a little embarrassed. This was 2014. Maybe I'll read a little bit of it. It says, curved is the reptilian claw, and black is its glistening edge, all the better to catch the prey and keep it from escaping. Wow, that's creepy. Yeah. I'm sure they must have read that one when I gave them their copies and were like, okay. Here's a CD single, Spellbound, which is one of my favorite songs of theirs. It goes like, tell me who you are, I am spellbound, you cannot have this control on me, everywhere I go, I am spellbound, I will break the spell you put on me. Good stuff. Time for another sip. Cheers. Special artwork from Maki for the Dark Adrenaline album, so it's an alternate album cover. This is actually the CD booklet you could get. Curious to the Obscure in New Jersey. Pull it up. Hey, guess what? I found the notepad with the empty pages. So, let's see. Let's write a little note. First, just testing it out. Yes, the ink still works good. Let's see. No. No. That's dumb. Excuse me. Let me mark that out. You know what? I'm not in the mood really to write something incredibly clever or creative. Let me just mark on there for you. Just pretend I'm drawing your portrait or something. Excuse me. I'm drawing you like one of my French girls, as it were. Hashtag Titanic. Okay, enough of that. What else? I can show you this. Is the cover for the Broken and Crown Halo bootleg vinyl, a long player that came out for Record Store Day, and that was in 2014. I got copy number 441 out of 500 that were printed, and the band, I later got them to autograph it. Some magazine clippings. This one here, it's Christina, and it reads, "Animal testing breaks hearts," and it's advertisement for cruelty-free products, so that's great. Christina Scabia for PETA, P-E-T-A. And then there's an interview with her from this magazine. Kerrang! Magazine. Let's see. It says here, "What's the last thing you do before going to bed?" And she answers, "I spend a lot of time on my computer because I have a lot of contacts, checking mail, and blah blah blah. But I think the very last thing I do is brush my teeth and switch off my computer." Sounds like the rest of us. Yep. Let's see. Well, I have a set list here that I got laminated. I don't believe in tomorrow, kill the light, to the edge, upside down, fragile, survive, intoxicated, trip the darkness, and spellbound. So just a shorter set list. This one's really cool. The girl with the dark adrenaline pen is looking into the mirror and she sees her sort of like scary, freaky, crazy side, perhaps you might say, the side that's freaking out.